All right, here we go. We have Coach Jimbo Fisher from Florida State, our special guest on the Coach's Corner. Welcome to the Coach's Corner.
Glad to be here.
Now, Coach, this is not only an interview, but it's a therapy session, so you can, how many times in the game do you like to do that?
I'm not going to say that.
There's one way to keep from throwing a flag, you take his arm off, so I know I have loved to do that many a time. There. First of all, congratulations on back-to-back ACC championships.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So, again, well, tell us, you got a lot of new players this year coming in. Tell us a little bit about how it's going to be for the Seminoles this year.
We got 10 seniors coming in with Everett being one of the seniors, and but very talented team. The key is going to be taking talented players and turning them into good football players and playing situations. But I think we're an extremely talented team. Love the dynamic of the team, the work ethic, the chemistry. They've had really good off seasons in that regard. So it's a fun team to coach. I'm as anxious to coach this team as any I've had.
All right, I want to ask you a question. We had some fun yesterday with the players on this question about, I just made you commissioner of football right now.
Okay.
Anything you can change in football, you can do it. I had a couple of defensive players tell me, your kicker wasn't like this. You got the best kicker in the country. But I had one defensive player say, no more field goals, no more extra points. You got to go for 2. You got to do that. I had quarterback in Miami said 9 points for a touchdown. I had defensive end from Louisville tell me you get 3 for a sack. What would you do different? Anything you do different with the rules of game of football?
Wow. You know, I know it sounds crazy, but I like the way the rules are. I really do. I mean, probably in college football, maybe make pass interference more like the pro game, because I think it's too hard to call down the field. Maybe that would be a rule. I think it'd be easy on the officials with the touch rule in the zones of where you can have contact at.
Well, the DBs, I made the comment yesterday, they're the ones that half these receivers push off on them, and it's always called against them, so they wanted that.
They weren't holding them, they wouldn't matter.
Well, I had offensive lineman tell me to do away, no more holding penalties. I said, do you hold on every play? And he said, I can't comment on that. but there are some things out there, though, and it was kind of interesting to see comments with that, though. All right, leaders. I asked yesterday the players what their definition of a leader is. What do you think a leader is? Your definition?
To me, the guys that impact the players on their team in a positive way every day. And it could be with your voice, it could be with your actions, it could be with just people lead in different ways. But I think you got to be a positive influence on your organization in any way possible, on the field, off the field, and in the classroom. And I think those to me are what leaders are.
Who are you looking to be your leaders on this year's team?
You know, I don't force leadership. A lot of people think they can. I don't. I'm more interested in our chemistry. See, I always believe if the chemistry of the team is right, leaders emerge out of that group. But I think Jalen and Roberto, those two that were here, will be great. I think Terrence Smith, Rod Johnson, Travis Rudolph, Nate Andrews, LaMarcus Brutus, Terrence Smith, Reggie. There's a lot. We got quite a few guys I think will be able to step up.
A lot of our viewers out there wonder,
Al Lawrence.
What in the world does a coach do on the game day?
I forgot about it. DeMarcus Walker, I say this, is emerging as a tremendous leader on our team.
Okay, well, we will look for him. What do you do? A lot of our viewers wonder, what in the world does a coach do on game day? Do you have any kind of procedure or ritual you have on game day?
No, I mean, I try to do things at the same time, the same thing, but I'm busy 24 hours. I don't know what they're wondering about. Trying to look at game plans, trying to make sure the I's are dotted, T's are crossed, and whether you're meeting with recruits, whether you're meeting, sometimes we have underprivileged kids or people that, come up and we try to spend time with them. There's tons of things that go on.
Now, this was a funny one we've had fun with, too. Do you, as a coach, have any superstitions or anything? I know Larry Fedora said he puts the right shoe on for the left. He don't know why. I talked to Dave Clausen, said that when he's on a winning streak, he wears the same underwear, and his wife finally made him do away with that because he said they're getting torn up. Paul Johnson said he'll wear the same tie there. Do you have anything you're superstitious of y'all get? And y'all won a lot of games in a row, so you may have worn that out. So.
No, I still do. I mean, there's certain times, like my son, he always grab me, we walk up and see the opposing coach's hand, where I stand, say my prayer when I walk off the field, what time I get dressed, what time I walk on it. I have a lot of them. I'm a routine guy. I'm a routine guy.
All right, you got to experience the playoff system last year. Do you like it the way it is? Do you think it should be 8, stay at 4? You went through it, so you better than anybody can answer that question.
I don't think we need to make changes yet till we know more about things. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I think 4 right now is good until we can see if 8 is needed or if 4 is up being the right way. I think you've got to give it a little bit of time to see what's right and what's wrong.
Okay. We've got 2 more. We're on a roll right now. We're going through 2 more. We've got... It is a stressful job being a coach. You know that better than anybody, especially, being in the playoffs, national championship like that. What do you like to do to just get away from it and have fun?
I love to hunt and fish. I love the outdoors. I love to get away and do something outside in the outdoors. And I love to hunt with my kids and fish with my kids, that type of stuff. I love it.
Okay, and last but not least, if you could tell the fans at Florida State, or the fans out there, one thing you would want them to know about Jimbo Fisher, what would that be?
That he respects and really their support and being a spokesperson in the face of this university, and I take that job very seriously and hopefully represent them very, very well.
Thank you, Coach. Jimbo Fisher has been our special guest today on the Coach's Corner. Are you home free now? How many more do you have to go?
One more.
One more then. Well, we appreciate you coming by.